Got another great display from INNOCN. It is the 27A1S 240Hz WOLED display. INNOCN did send this display to me to test. They didn't pay me in any way, they just sent it to me to review to give you guys my honest opinion. The stand is very well built and easy to put together, and it comes with all the cables you're going to need to hook this up and a factory calibration report which ensures that your display is calibrated. And you can see those ports back there, and this screen has a matte coating on it. And here are the full specs. It's 27-inch WOLED, 1440p, 16:9 aspect ratio. It has that matte coating, 240 Hz, 0.03 millisecond response time, 65 watts of power delivery via USB-C. It also has two 1.4 display ports and one 2.0 HDMI and USB ports. Audio jack, it has G-Sync, FreeSync. It has a 20-watt built-in speaker and array mic and 15-watt charging base at the bottom. And this thing is gorgeous. The industrial design is fantastic, especially considering the money that you're investing and putting into this with these nice RGB light bars on the side that are indeed customizable, which is nice. And you can see this 15-watt charging base for your iPhone or your other mobile phone or your AirPods or whatever. And look at the gorgeous display on this thing. This display packs a lot of punch in one cheap price. $549 for this whole display with the speakers that are built in and gorgeous WOLED display. This is the latest technology from LG, and the competing model from LG is going to cost you quite a bit more than this display. And if you hook it up to a Mac, you're going to get the full 240 Hz via USB-C, and it includes that 65 watt of power delivery. Man, this is literally out of the box. I plugged this in, I didn't calibrate it or do anything, and the colors are actually calibrated perfectly for graphic design. And so if you're a content creator, a designer, a photographer, this thing is ready to go out of the box, and that's really reassuring. And it's really reassuring that when I hook it up via that one cable to my MacBook Pro, I'm also getting power delivery. Now it's not 90 watts, but at least my Mac is getting some power, and I can leave it plugged in through the whole process of designing and creating. And so if you're a web designer or content creator, you're going to ensure that the 100% DCI-P3 coverage that this display gives you ensures the best color reproduction that you can possibly get in your designs. And so just looking through even like this content here, this HDR content looks stunning. To see these leaves falling with no bloom, because that's how OLED works. All of those black pixels are off. And so you're going to get the very best when you have bright contrast of white on black. It's perfect, and you get also that fluid motion of the WOLED 240 Hz. This is currently on sale for $100 off, so use my link down below if you decide to purchase this. It's a quick way to help my channel. Now, the thing I hate about this is the OSD is very clunky. If you push the button up on the bottom, it actually turns the monitor off. So that's something to keep in mind. You have to push right to engage whatever it is you're selecting. I can't tell you how many times I just turned the monitor off and thought my monitor was broken. Setting this up in Windows is also super easy. You have to make sure you turn HDR on if you really want to enjoy the full experience of this display. And you can see this HDR content looks phenomenal on this WOLED. And the fact is, WOLED, since it has that extra white subpixel, it gives you more uniform brightness across the whole panel, which is great and competes really well against the latest other OLED technology, which is QD-OLED, which comes from Alienware, Asus. There's a lot of models out that are using QD-OLED. This is where this professional display shines, is on HDR content. And so whether you're consuming content or if you decide to get into some gaming, so in this case I'm using a 4080 Super, and This thing is built to do the latest games, and so you can see here with any fast-paced action game, this is actually really great because you're running at 1440p and you're able to see higher frame rates, especially if you're running like a 4080 Super or higher end graphics card. Now with DLSS, you're going to be able to push the frames higher, which is a great benefit for even if you have like a 4070. And so that's why I think bang for buck, the 1440p OLED displays are a no-brainer, especially for the price that you're going to pay. You're going to be pushing some higher frame rates. This display gives you features that way more expensive displays are going to charge you for. So for $500 or so, you're going to get all of the best specs that are out right now. 240 hertz, 0.03 millisecond gray to gray, 100% DCI-P3 or close to it of color coverage. And so, man, and to top it off, they're going to give you speakers and a microphone and a charging base and some RGB to top it off, and that RGB is customizable. So I think bang for buck, this is absolutely my favorite top pick for a display. If I was shopping for a display right now and I only had $500 or so, this would probably be my first pick because it ticks all of the boxes except for 4K, but that's all right. It's 27 inches, and so I think it's a great top pick. So those are my thoughts on this awesome display. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. And again, thank you so much for checking this display out. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Ring the bell to get notified, and give me a thumbs up if you like today's content. And I'll see all of you guys on my next video.